Okay, welcome to the week 4 wrap up. Week 4 found us looking at scientific notation and those exponent rules. Students tend to do pretty well with the exponent rules, right? If you're multiplying and the bases are the same, you add the exponents. If you're dividing and the bases are the same, you subtract, and so on. Students do tend to struggle with scientific notation. So I'm going to close out this week by looking at some problems from the online quiz 4 review. I have 8.868 times 10 to the power of 5, and 10 to the power of 5 is 100,000. So all I'm really doing here is multiplying 8.868 times 100,000. But notice that I have circled the exponent, right? I circled it in red because that gives me a key indicator that all I really have to do is take the decimal between those two eights and slide it to the right 5 places. So let me see, since I'm going to need a couple of more placeholders, let me put some zeros in there. Remember, but if you are to the right of a decimal and you start putting zeros at the end, it doesn't really change the value at all, okay? I could put zeros forever and it would still be 8.868. But let's not get in too far over our heads here. Since the exponent is 5, I'm going to move this decimal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places to the right. That's going to give me 8, 8, 6, 8, 0, 0. And then of course, to keep things straight, we should, put that comma in there. So 8.868 times 10 to the power of 5 is going to be 886,800. All right, let's take a look at one more from that online quiz 4 review. Yes, let's look at a situation where we have a really small number to work with. And that's one of the advantages to scientific notation. It helps us to deal with very large numbers, like if we were mapping distances between galaxies, planets, or maybe if we're weighing very light things like sunflower seeds, right? So let's take a problem like 0.0000. I want to make sure I get the right number of zeros here. 00987. Now this is a very small number. It's practically 0, right? If we were to put this on a scale in the bathroom, it would just say 0, okay? But they want us to write this in scientific notation. Remember, you have written a number in scientific notation if the number before the decimal is greater than 0 but less than 10, right? So what does that mean? I'm going to have to move my decimal point to the right until I accomplish that. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces to the right. That's going to give me 9.8. 9.8 is where I'm going to stop, right? Because 9.8 is greater than 0 but less than 10. And how many decimal places did I have to move this? Well, let's go back and recount those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And remember, if you move a decimal to the right, 6, you end up having a -6 for the exponent. So this would be scientific notation for very small numbers, very close to 0, for example. I hope this helps.